Welcome back to the rest of the story. Now, addressing this 7600, as far as my weight options for it, I'm looking the tractor over. When I bought this tractor, it did not have any wheel weight, any weights on it, any of the front suitcase weights. It did not have the bracket. It did not have any weights in the back end. A week after I bought it, not even a week, because I bought it in January, and it came from St. Paul down here off the truck and back to the machine shed, and it sat in the shed until March. So in that amount of time, I did some work to it. I cleaned the cab, cleaned that up. The seat had some issues with it. Generally, it was an okay tractor. It's just, it was like a janitorial tractor. It pushed snow. It had a mounted blade on the front for pushing snow away from the airport, the terminal, and all the salt. I'm assuming they carried salt bags in it because the brackets on the inside of the door, it looks like it had a little bit of exposure to some salt because it's rusted out. Kind of looks odd. But I knew right away that I wanted to add some weights to the front of this tractor. Now, I got these from Fort Atkinson, Iowa, from, Fort Atkinson Tractor Parts, used tractor parts. The bracket is brand new, the weights are actually used, but as we all know, weights do not lose weight. I mean, you don't lose weight. So as far as a used front end weight, suitcase weight, compared to a new one, there's no difference. When I priced these used cost the same as a brand new one. And the only reason I ended up buying these 4 used is because they were readily available. I didn't have to order them. But we all have seen the video. I've been hauling grain with the 7600. It handles that easy trail wagon just fine going up and down the road. It's got the power to pull it. It doesn't give me any issues in that way. It stops, starts. I did spin a little bit coming up the driveway with the full load of soybeans, but as we all know, maybe we don't all know, soybeans are a lot heavier to pull. They weigh more than corn, but I'm comfortable, confident, knowing that I can pull full loads of corn with this tractor. But I'd feel a little bit better if I had more traction, more weight to the ground when I'm coming down my driveway. Really, my driveway is the biggest issue I have. And if I put more weight on this compared to leaving it the way it is, the added benefit is coming in the driveway at Rockville, I won't spin so much, and hopefully will reduce the wear on these tires. These are Michelins. Never had Michelin tires before. I like them. I like them a lot. Say the tread on these, and actually I was playing in the mud a little bit, but the tread on these is fairly thick. I mean, a lot thicker than some of the regular tires we got. Actually, it's a little thicker, I believe, than the 4640 tires we put on that a couple of years ago. The biggest issue I've heard about Michelins, depends on who you are, because we did talk to a guy that, it was Wes, and he said that Michelins wouldn't last very long for him for the amount of road travel he does, and I completely understand that. But what they told us when they were putting these tires on is that Michelin tires wear great. I mean, the problem that they have with them is that the sidewalls actually dry rot and the sidewalls will actually blow out. Say these tires do not take UV at all as far as sitting out in the sun. We were told, and my camera just isn't going to focus. We were told when they put these on to keep the tractor inside whenever you're not using it as much as possible. Do not leave the tractor sit outside any more than you have to, which we don't. We try to shed everything as much as we can, within reason. I mean, when you shut down at 8, 9 o'clock at night, and you're going to be going again when the sun comes up the next day, I mean, it beats driving clear back to the other farm just to put it inside. But that aside, I do want to put some weights on it. I haven't decided what I want to do yet. I'm thinking, I haven't really talked to the dealership yet or any salvage yards, but I am thinking I'm putting on some more weights in the front end. Depends what I can get them for. It's been what, 5 or 6 years since I put these on, so I don't know if there's been any price jump or drop or anything, but I'm going to put the same weights on because I don't want 2 different styles of weights on this front bracket because it just looks ridiculous. But I could see doubling the amount of weight on the front here. Now I'm still deciding if I want to do fluid or not, or if I want to do wheel weights. I'm leaning towards wheel weights, just not big on fluid. I always thought that these tires look better with wheel weights on them. It's actually got plugs in the bolt holes through here, but there's actually 6 holes throughout here on this rim. 3 are meant for mounting weights on the outside of the rim, and then the other 3, I'm not sure which are which, are meant for mounting the rims on the inside, or the wheels on the inside of the rim. Rest assured, if I put weight on this, it's going to be on the outside. Talked to my buddy about it, and he says that some guys actually prefer them on the inside, so they're out of sight, out of mind. I can understand that. I actually kind of like the way they look on the outside. I think it looks kind of sharp. I don't really see me taking the tire off just to put weights on the front end, on the insides. I'm not entirely sure what my weight options are, but I'm feeling a lot more comfortable doing that than doing liquid. Yeah, I'll have to see what he says. The 4640 actually had weights on it before we bought it. See if I can't show you. Might be kind of dark back here though. Yeah, it actually had the spacers on it, and we actually touched up the tires, but it did have wheel weights on it. I don't think, well, it does have wheel weights on the inside of the rims, but I know I can't show you because I don't have a flashlight on me. But that has wheel weights on the inside. The 4020 does not have any wheel weights on it. Dad just talked about the 4020 earlier, that when the day comes that we don't have to use the 4020 for fieldwork anymore. Oh, I was going to show you the wheel weights in the front of in the inside of the 82s, but my camera isn't going to let me. But the 82, this 46, both have wheel weights on them. The 46 has fluid in them. The 82 does not. The 76 doesn't have anything, but I'm strongly considering it. I'm not even fielding the idea of putting liquid in it. As far as the 4020 goes, its days are numbered as far as being a workhorse around here. It's a nice tractor, don't get me wrong. Don't get us wrong. That tractor is not going anywhere. It's here to stay. But Dad did say that when the time comes where we don't have to use it as a chore tractor, as a farm tractor anymore, because we do have plans and intentions on updating, buying more tractors to our fleet, you know, less wear and tear on the ones we have. Plus we are trying to expand our acres, so, you know, times change, fluctuate. But Dad would really like to pull that cab off the 4020. It's a year-round cab. It's shook, shot, ready to be taken off. And Dad wants to restore the 4020 without a cab on it, so it's an open station 4020 again. I say Dad always would have liked to restore it. And I'm sure we will someday. I don't know how far in the future we're looking, but I think it'll look pretty sharp. It actually looks pretty nice sitting back in the corner right now. Actually, the two old workhorses. Because both those machines are our oldest tractors that we have in our fleet, followed by the 76 and the 82s hiding back in the corner. But with that, yeah, I know. We're getting into a rainy spell. They're saying rain for like a week. But take care, take it easy. Keep in touch, guys.